In this video I'm going to be multiplying by a decimal. Now I've got the question 34 times 0.8, and the method that I'm going to use is going to be to multiply 34 by 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 34 by 8, and then I'm going to divide that answer by 10. Because 0.8 is 8 divided by 10, and it's much easier to multiply 34 by 8 than it is 34 by 0.8. So this is the way we do it. 8 times 4 is 32. Put the 3 underneath. I'm going to ignore that decimal point and keep multiplying by the 8. 8 times 3 is 24, or 8 times 30 is 240. So 24 plus 3, 27, and I've got a 2 there. So my answer for 8 times 34 is 272. But I need to divide it by 10, and the way I divide by 10 is by moving the digits one place to the right. So that will transfer this digit from there to there, this 7 from the 10s to the 1s, and the 2 is going to go from the 1s column to the 10ths column, meaning that this here is my answer. Now, the way of doing that in my question here is thinking about how many digits do I have in my top number and bottom number. How many digits do I have that are to the right of the decimal point? Now I've got one number here that's to the right, and I've got actually no numbers to the right here. So I've got one digit that is to the right. So a simple way is to first of all ignore the decimal points and then reintroduce them in the answer. I've got one number to the right of the decimal point, so I move my decimal point from here over to here. I'll do one more example. 27 times 0.6. If you want to have a go at home, pause the video now and then start again in a minute. So if you paused it just then, I'm going to go through the answer now. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 2 is 12, add 4 is 16. I've got one digit to the right of the decimal point, so I'm going to bring my decimal point back to there. And that seems about right, because it's 0.6 is about half. Half of 27 is 13, that's about right. So that is how you multiply a two-digit number by a decimal number.